Joining us on the phone this morning is Dr. Melissa Estavillo, licensed psychologist at Biltmore Counseling. Melissa, good morning to you, and thank you for your time. And what are your first thoughts on hearing that Jennifer Aniston does something like this? Can you stop it at one chip, Melissa?
Yeah, I thought it was cute, but I don't think that's really very doable for most people. So no, most of us can't stop with one chip. That is pretty rare.
Right. And so there are some tips, though, that you do offer for reducing stress if one chip, you're like, I'm not going to try that. One M&M, no thank you.
Yeah. I think so many of the things that we try to do, they feel right in the moment, but they really don't work with our biology. And so I wanted to walk through a few things that actually work with our brain and our system that are far more effective. And so the first one we've heard a lot of time is exercise. And that's really because so much of stress is really about our brain assessing that there's imminent danger. Like, we know our boss isn't going to kill us. We know that we're not going to die because of, some sort of problem that's going on with a friend. And yet our fear center still assesses it as if there's imminent danger. So we got to work with our bodies and do things that are more primal, which is more like running, fighting in pro-social ways. So that would be boxing, grappling, doing things where we can get that physical energy out.
What's a grapple? What is a grapple? Like a wrestle?
Wrestling, yeah. Sure.
Exactly. Well, so often anger management is actually focused on calming down our anger, and yet the best way is actually to get it out in ways where we're not harming anyone.
So, Melissa, we probably should ask the person before we wrestle them, right? Like, if you're...
Don't just jump on somebody and start grappling.
Don't do that.
Be in a mutually agreed upon fight where it's with a referee or someone else that is there. I'm not advocating you punch your neighbor. Absolutely not.
All right, we're talking about social interactions here. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so not all of us are actually able to go punch a punching bag or go on a run at 11 o'clock in the morning, and so talk to a friend. So again, that part of our brain that assesses that there's imminent danger calms down when we feel like other people get it. So we don't need advice, but we just need other people that say, hey, I understand, it makes sense. Anyone would be stressed in your position, and that calms down our amygdala, our fear center, and we feel much more settled when other people are there with us.
And can I stop you really quickly? Because I know that's like a men from Mars, women from Venus thing. I feel like guys, when a woman says something to them, and you tell me if I'm right on this, Celeste, we always try to fix things. Yeah. It's like, oh, let me see how I can you have this problem, fix it. Whereas a lot of times women just want you to go say, yeah, I understand. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, we don't need men to solve all of our problems, right, Melissa? Sometimes we just need to get all those words out and vent.
Yeah, there's actually research that shows that when we get advice, we have more of an activation of our limbic system, the emotional part of our brain, and it shuts down our frontal lobes, our rational center. So we're not actually able to receive it. So what we need is empathy first. That calms us down, and then lo and behold, we're totally able to problem solve. So it's really all about the order.
We become irrational when we get advice.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Exactly.
Okay, last one here, movement of emotion.
Yeah, so the other thing is, when we're able to get our emotions moving, we usually feel stressed and uncomfortable, so we stuff them. And anything where it can feel like we can get that emotion out. So that would be art, music, meditation, yoga. Some of those things we feel uncomfortable with, but that's often because we're uncomfortable with emotion. And so when we can feel more comfortable with that, it's a great alternative, again, when we can't exercise or talk to someone.
Okay. All right, we're going to give this a shot here, Melissa. With,
I thought I escaped this.
Are we doing it right now? Yeah, we're going to do it right now.
We're doing it right now?
Okay, yeah, it says the stress tips. So, Melissa, you said on your, go ahead and take your coat off, come on.
So,
Melissa,
EP Mail asked me to do this, and she asked very
I'll hold
little.
This for you.
Thank you.
Yes.
And she wanted me to jog in place during this entire segment so I can reduce my stress. And I've been terrible with my workout lately, so I'll do it.
So, but you mentioned on there, Melissa, high intensity workout on one of your sheets. And as Troy's, we're going to put him under stress. You have to go faster. This is not stressing you out.
I'm in a suit.
You got to get it up higher, because if a lion is coming after you, you're not going to run as I'm imagining you're doing. So, yeah. Yeah, you got to run fast. Like something is going to try to eat you. That needs to be kind of the intensity.
There is something about high intensity, right? What does it do in reducing your stress?
So we know that we get endorphin dumps. We know that we get a dump of neurotransmitters that helps us feel more calm, but it signals to our brain that we're actually escaping danger, which again is so silly because we know that we're not going to die from any of these things. Usually we're not going to die. And yet our body needs to feel like we have run away from something or we fended off that danger. So that's what it does. And it rewards us with the right kind of neurotransmitters that makes us feel calm, safe, accomplished, confident, and so there really is more to exercise
I
than
feel all
just
those things
trying
right now.
Do you
to
feel
look
more
a certain
confident?
way.
I feel way confident.
Good. See, it works already.
Melissa,
I love it.
if folks want to reach out to you because you always come with great ideas and great insight on so many different topics, how can they get a hold of you?
So they can go to builtmorecounseling.com and they can reach out to us to ask any of these kinds of questions or get any sort of resources. So we love to be able to help, and we're all about providing tips to the community because we know how hard it is right now.
Yeah, for sure. Melissa Estavillo with Biltmore Counseling. Melissa, thank you so much for your time this morning. Have a great Thursday.
Thank you. You as
All right,
well.
we'll talk
Bye-bye.
soon.